Good morning everyone. Today is not a good day. I woke up several times last night and this morning in pretty severe amounts of pain. I'm not sure how much that makes sense, but I was in a lot of pain. My stomach was throwing a fit, and right now I'm in so much pain I can barely walk. I can barely hold my phone up right now. If you can barely see my face, it's because it's supported on pillows. And I'm sorry if the pillows are taking over the frame, but this is the only way I'm able to film. I'm currently home alone, which is a bit unfortunate because I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it downstairs to get food, and I don't have anything up here other than some candy. But I think I'm going to take paracetamol and just try and get myself downstairs. If I have to sit and scooch myself down the stairs, that's going to be how I get down, but I really need food because my stomach is really bad, and I woke up really nauseous earlier this morning at 6, so it was just a mess, but I feel like shit, if you couldn't tell. It's also not 9 o'clock, which is when I was planning on getting up today. It is noon, because at 9, I literally was barely able to lift my hand off of the mattress to turn the alarm off, but I'm gonna try and get some food, because if I don't, then today is just gonna be completely written off. And even though it's completely shit, there are a couple of things I would like to try and do today, so let's try and make it downstairs, shall we? So I made it downstairs. It took me about half an hour to make breakfast, and I also made myself lunch boxes with food that I can have in a little bit when I get hungry again, because I know that's what's going to happen, even though I just ate what I usually eat for breakfast, because my stomach has been pretty unwell over the last 24-48 hours, and because I'm also really exhausted and drowsy. I know I'm going to go snacking a lot, so I got some food that isn't candy to snack on, and I made myself a little lunchbox with some crackers and with cheese on, and just some slices of bread with things on it. I'm exhausted from my little excursion downstairs, and I'm gonna be in bed for the rest of the day, I can tell. If I feel better towards the evening, I will shower, because on my plan for today is my little weekly exercise and showering, but I don't think I can do both, so I'm gonna pick showering because that's the top priority today, if possible. If not, that's gonna carry over tomorrow, and it's gonna be a day where I sort of take it as it comes. If I start feeling better, then I will do something. If I continue feeling like crap all day, then I'm barely gonna move from my bed. So it's the sad reality of illnesses. So I ended up doing my skincare and a tiny bit of makeup. I look crazy with only mascara and brow on, and I can definitely tell that my mascara is coming to the end of its life because it's really clumpy, but I feel happy that I did something, even though it's not necessarily the most productive of things. It just felt good to do something. But it's really light. I mean, you can tell how bright it is compared to in here, and my eyes were hurting a lot, and I was sitting there for maybe 20 minutes, but I'm glad to be back in my little bedroom in the dark, because I really enjoy this, and I'm just gonna continue chilling. I'm absolutely gone. I'm completely exhausted. I doubt that I will be able to do anything today, to be honest. So I'm in the kitchen making myself some dinner, and I bought this a couple of days ago, and I decided now is the perfect time to have it because it takes like 5 minutes to do. But I'm excited because I do love me pasta a lot. I am feeling a lot better than this morning. I'm not in nearly as much pain. It was at about an 8, now we're coming down to 5, which is where I'm able to manage it with help from painkillers, because at night nothing helps at all. Painkillers don't really do anything at all. So I'm going to take a little bit of makeup that I have on off. I'm going to put on a face mask. I'm going to use my Body Shop Chinese ginseng and rice one, because this is a bit exfoliating. So just put that on right before I go in the shower, and I just scrub my face with it. I also really like this one from Corez. It's the cucumber eye mask, and it just really works wonders for my under eyes when they're a bit dry. And I'm going to take my makeup off, put those on, and spend at least an hour in the shower. I take a long time in the shower because I'm not able to move quickly. I sit on a chair in the shower, so mobility is very limited. I can't move around a lot, so I do take my time with it. And the way I shower that I find easiest for me is working in sections. So I usually start bottom up, or I will do my hair first. Sorry, I start with my hair. I'll wash that because I've put a hair mask in that I just leave in for the remainder of the shower, and then I usually do bottom up, so I start with my legs. My feet have been really dry and like scaly, which is TMI probably for some people, so I have a really good foot scrub that I use that is excellent. But since I do walk around barefoot pretty much every single day, all the time, my feet get very dry and I get a lot of hard skin, especially around my heels. So a good scrub for my feet is always necessary. And I find that when I've got my feet out of the way, which is when I'm usually bent over double, or have my legs stretched up, because I am semi-flexible, so I'm able to pull my legs up and sort of pop them up against the wall, so I don't have to lean all the way down to the floor to clean my legs. I'm able to relax a lot more once I have that part done. And I can work very easily with my arms and stuff. It's, you know, right here within reach for me without having to bend down, move around, twist around, anything, so that's good. But I do also shower in semi-cold water, because showering in warm water kills me. Not literally, but it feels like it is. It feels like I'm boiling from the inside out, and I start sweating. I get difficulties breathing if the water is too hot because of the steam, I think. And it's just a mess. So I shower in semi-cold water. If I were to guess, I would say the temperature is maybe about 20 degrees Celsius. Which isn't necessarily warm. It's like warm if you're going to be outside swimming in a lake or like the ocean. But for showering, for most people, 20 degrees is very cold. But I like it. It's nice, for me at least. But I'm going to go do that. I'll probably see you again when I'm all nice and clean. So I finished in the shower a little bit ago. I actually surprised myself with how little time I spent in the shower. Like, I spend a long time in the shower. I spent today, I think, just over 30 minutes. But I was expecting an hour, so that was a plus for me. And I'm also very glad that my mum stopped asking whether it was like good. Does it feel good to take a shower? And I'm like, no, it's too much work for me to be good. It just drains me completely, but I'm really happy that I'm nice and clean. My hair is still wet, so it's just up for a bit before I pull it down. And I'm super shiny because I put a face oil on. But it's nice to be clean. I can, you know, that's the thing I like about showering. The only thing good that comes out for me is that I'm clean when I'm done. But I don't enjoy the process. You know, it's not nice and warm because I shower in cold water. It's not relaxing because everything I have to do is work since I am sitting, so moving is difficult. And generally moving my body isn't easy. But I'm glad that I got it done. That was the one thing on my plan for today that I really wanted to do. By the when I'm filming this video, that video hasn't gone up because it's actually the one I am going to start editing when I'm going to start editing, which is probably going to be tomorrow. That's the one where I'm going to show you how my timetable, so to speak, my weekly plans are going to look for the next couple of weeks. I have made small changes since filming that video that I'm probably just going to film and add into, but all in all, it's a very generic thing, and showering is one thing I need to get into a routine of because it does take off the majority of the day, which is why I always do it at night, because if I do it in the morning, I can't do anything else for the rest of the day because I'm going to be so exhausted. But if I do it at night, I know then the next thing that's going to be after showering is literally eating and sleeping, which is a lot more manageable for me. So I have not eaten yet. I've got my food over here. So I'm going to say goodnight, and I will see you again tomorrow.